Norvell, have you seen Sorry to Bother You?
No.
Okay. I was going to make a use your white voice joke, but
I already have a white voice, so
it could be whiter.
it could be whiter.
What did I tell you before we filmed?
Oh, wow, that's such a knee slapper, Greg. Wow. Golly gee. Oh, I tell you, that trailer, it was great.
Hey, Reject Nation, I'm Greg Alba. What's your name, good sir?
I am Norvell Floyd.
You're trying to one-up me on the deep voice here, huh?
I gotta match you, you know.
Yeah, well, thanks. Guys, if you don't know anything about Norvell, he was first our patron, then he left, then he came back, and now he's at my apartment.
I couldn't get enough of you, Greg.
That's the story. A long time ago, we did a reaction to it. He shot a whole feature film. It's called Beyond Deceived. You can check out that trailer reaction. And you can check out Norvell's channel, NJC Productions. This guy's an aspiring filmmaker. He's got a lot of talent. He is almost as handsome as me. You got some work to do, man. You got some work to do.
Okay, whatever.
That's what I do with my friends. I put them down to raise my ego up. Hey, this is your patron video request. The kid who would be king. I don't know anything about it. Do you know anything about it?
No, not at all. Maybe it's like another young adult movie.
Okay.
Like maybe like Hunger Games.
Oh, interesting.
You know, something like that, maybe. That's the feeling I get.
Wow, this is as authentic as a video ever gets.
Okay.
Let's hop right into this.
Help! Somebody help me! Hey, leave him alone.
It's a tough world out there. And it's getting tougher all the time.
Okay.
And the world is not going to change.
Hello? Is anybody here?
It's you that has to change.
What?
Something amazing happened.
What?
You have to see what I found. There's something written on the guard. Put it into Google Translate. It means Sword of Arthur. What if it's the sword in the stone?
It's the kid version of King Arthur.
That's cool.
Alexander Elliot! It was you who drew the sword! This realm faces mortal danger!
Whoa.
4 days until the solar eclipse, when Morgana will enter the world of the living.
And I'm supposed to stop her? That's ridiculous. I'm 12. I thought Merlin was supposed to be an old man. You look about 16.
An ingenious alias, in order to monitor you incognito. You will need to assemble a team of knights.
Arthur's knights gathered at a round table so that they were all equal. And look. Quick, Bedders. Lift up the flaps.
Cool.
See?
Oh my god, you're such a nerd.
This is destiny.
This is like the kind of film you would write.
I'm getting a strong Harry Potter vibe.
Join us!
How humiliating.
This is instead of lessons today.
My worries. This is the worst and best and most terrible, excellent thing that's ever happened to me.
Is that Patrick Stewart?
Yeah.
Where did you learn how to drive? Mario Kart.
You can't really learn how to.
Mum, don't freak out, okay? Lady of the Lake, please return Excalibur.
You know, I love that in movies and they're like, don't freak out, and they do something that'll freak them out. You should maybe be specific about, look, there's going to be a person's hand who pops up from this bathtub holding the Excalibur sword. Don't freak out. Yeah, don't just say, don't freak out.
I got like the strongest Harry Potter vibe from this trailer. I'll tell you what though, it already looks better than the Jude Law version of the King Arthur movie we got earlier this year. Charlie Hunnam.
You mean King Arthur?
Yeah.
Yeah.
King Arthur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the King Arthur story is kind of just dying down. If anything, this is an interesting way to redo it, because 9 times out of 10, when I see these trailers for these kind of movies, I'm usually kind of whatever about it, or I just flat out don't like it. This actually looks very charming. This is very amusing to me.
I like the take they're using on it from having like school children with the whole King Arthur storyline,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
modern day and everything.
Yeah.
And having like the whole like that one scene where it had like all the kids as like knights and everything,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
preparing for battle.
With a regular
I thought that was
table.
very
Yeah,
interesting.
that was nice. This is the kind of film that I feel like will probably get a really good Rotten Tomatoes consensus, get a good audience score, but ultimately might flop at the box office.
I could see that. Yeah.
Like, even though this trailer is doing pretty well right now on the internet, I also get the strong impression that I'm not entirely sure if this is the kind of movie a lot of people will gravitate towards. It's cool to see a movie with a bunch of kids who are ethnically diverse, though. You know, you kind of got this, instead of Ned from Spider-Man Homecoming, you got an Indian friend instead. Yeah, with your white male lead. It looks funny, and the visual effects too. That's another thing, is a lot of times the visual effects on these kind of films often look like, oh, you needed more money, you needed a better budget. But the visual effects here, when they're doing like the crazy demonic creatures, actually look pretty neat to me.
My thing in CGI, I'm not one of those people who be like, oh, CGI is bad or CGI is this and that and that. If you're looking at the script and be like, okay, we need like a fiery demon creature, the director's not gonna be like, okay, well, I don't want to use CGI. Let's get an actual demon creature.
Yeah.
Hey, let's grab the Ouija board, like, stuff like that. Bring them up. We need you to act in this movie. You can't help but use CGI in some stuff.
Yeah. And I feel like this would be kind of an inspiring tale. I also like that this is a King Arthur story, but it's about a little kid, you know?
Exactly.
We've gotten 2 King Arthur movies in a row that have ultimately not performed so well. You got in the Anton Fuqua one that had Clive Owen as King Arthur, which was like a gritty version. And then you had the Charlie Hunnam one, which was a gritty version. But then having this one right here, it's so unique, but it has everything. You know, you got the round table, even just having the Excalibur sword inside of the stone, the sword in the stone. And then for them to be aware of this tale, I like that element too. I feel like if it was the opposite, where they had no idea about King Arthur, it'd be like, what world are you guys living in?
Yeah.
To not know what's going on, but for them to like pull out the sword and the stone and go, it's the sword and the stone. I feel like there'll be references, there'll be a lot of self-awareness. I think the humor will really be a saving grace to this film. This could be a really charming, effective movie.
It could, but like does have that young adult feel to it. Hunger Games or like Darkest Mind, not as dark. Like this,
No,
is like
this
more
feels
cheery
sinister
version.
and evil.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, until the demon part comes up,
Yeah.
at least. But no, it's more happy tree. But like this market for this genre of kid-centric movies such as these,
Yeah.
is really tough because you might, like you said, it'll have a good rating. Box office ain't gonna show. Darkest Minds, it didn't have a good rating, but the box office wasn't good either. There's a reason why it's just dying out.
It's just dying out.
But
the
I have
tone of
high
it.
hopes for this one.
Yeah.
I would watch it in theaters, matinee.
Movie pass. Yeah, because some of these jokes are fun, and then some of the jokes are like cliche. I don't know. I'm sick of that joke of like someone who shouldn't know how to drive. They know how to drive and
Right?
learn from something just absolutely ridiculous.
I learned Mario Kart.
Because now whenever I hear that joke, I'm like, how?
Curious, do you tend to switch Mario Kart?
What do you? How do you learn to drive from Mario Kart?
I can understand steering, but like the pedal and the brakes and the parking.
What I think would make this work is that there seems to be a genuine sense of authentic wonder about it. You know, like they're little kids. This is like a kid's fantasy that's playing out.
So it's definitely a fantasy movie.
Because I watched this movie called The House with a Clock in Its Walls, and that movie just wasn't for me. And it felt like they were trying to force this sense of childhood wonder in there that wasn't clicking with me. And this is just a trailer, but even from just this trailer, I feel a natural sense of that childhood wonder, and that tone and effect can go a long way in making a movie effective. And that's why I feel pretty sold on this movie.
You think they'll make a franchise off of it if it does good?
I hope so.
The kid who could be king 2.
Yeah.
King again.
I don't think. Yeah. No, he's just ruling over England in modern time. Yeah.
Then it'll be dark.
Then it'll go
and
dark,
He'll
yeah.
become like a.
We can't have a kid running England. What is this heresy? You guys don't know this, but there's me, John, Norvell, Carl, Corvell, and Chica. They're all here at once right now. Yeah.
You won't be able to see them.
You won't be able to see
Not
them.
allowed to.
Not allowed to, but
Unless you ding that dong, and you can see.
Ding that dong?
Subscribe on Patreon, and you can see behind.
You don't know what people say on YouTube, do they? Ding that dong. Anyway, yeah, that was a cool trailer. What do you guys think? You guys can subscribe to the Reject Nation. Hey, click that notification bell or ding that dong.
Ding.
And check us out on Patreon. We got TV show reactions and Q&As, none of which Norvell personally watches. I'm glad you're here today.
I'm glad to.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.
Oh yeah, I'm following Norvell. That's
Yeah.
right. I forgot about that part.
That's the main reason why I'm here. No, I'm
I
kidding.
get so self-absorbed. Sorry. Follow Norvell.
Yeah, NGC Productions. Be sure to watch the new trailers for Beyond Deceived, the new horror movie they're doing, inspired by Rick and Morty.
Do you have shirtless photos on your Instagram?
I do have shirtless photos on my Instagram. Yes, I do. So, ladies, if you're interested,
Do I follow you?
No, you don't actually.
Then you should follow me, and I'll follow you right away.
We'll follow each other. Yeah.
Don't follow me, but I'll follow you.
Oh. Okay. I don't think that's okay. Cool. Just gotta make things weird,
I
Greg.
can't wait to see that body.
Okay. It's not as good as yours. No.